Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live Lunch Break. My name is Rick Coster. We're streaming from theday.com, and we're, as always, at least in the winter and chilly months, we are in the Telegraph record shop here in New London. Thank you, Rich, Martin, and Daphne, for hosting us. Pretty lucky today. They almost didn't make it from Chester because they had to take care of dogs, and there's nothing better than someone that would say, it's important to make my musical gig, but there's a dog in need. So I have nothing but appreciation and respect for Ian and Dustin Meadows, the Meadows Brothers. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us, Rick.
We've been trying to do this for a long time, but they haven't quite broken to the point where they're touring relentlessly across the country, but it's going to happen. And if you don't believe that, you're going to come to believe that when you hear these guys play and sing together. So thank you so much for being here, and this is the Meadows Brothers.
Hey, thanks, folks. Thanks for being here today on this this beautiful spring Thursday. I guess we're here to play some music. Is that right?
Sure is.
We're here to wake up a little bit. Are we on the same page about what song we're doing?
I think so. We
Okay.
talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Driving me out of my mind. And I'm waiting for a call, and I'm waiting for it all to come crashing down this time. And ever since that last night, it hasn't been alright. Got me puzzled, that's for sure. Can't put me to rest, and I haven't passed the test. It's all the sickness with no cure. I've got some hope and some living, a whole lot of love to do. Before I come around and get to understanding you, I've got some thinking, some breathing, a whole lot of nothing to do. Before I come around and get to understanding you. You're always in a hurry. I try my best not to worry about the boys you've been hanging around. Well, I've been keeping off your back, but I can't be keeping track of all the jokers in this town. Sometimes the neighbors hear us screaming, and I just get to dreaming that our love is just fine. And every once in a while I can still get you to smile, and that's always worth my time. I've got some hope and some living, a whole lot of love to do. Before I come around and get to understanding you, I've got some thinking, some breathing, a whole lot of nothing to do. Before I come around and get to understand
Thanks, guys. So, usually on weekdays we don't write a set list. So this is one of those days. And usually if we play like more than 2 songs in a set, it gets to be kind of touch and go on whether we're on the same page about what song we're playing.
So we probably got this one and one more, and then after that,
Who knows? Who knows what's gonna
chaos.
happen? So we're the Meadows Brothers, and we're from Chester, Connecticut, and we don't get into New London nearly as much as we'd like. So this is really cool for us. Thanks to Rick and Peter for having us at the day, and Rich and Daphne for having us here at the Telegraph. And thank you guys for being here. This is a song called Trouble. Well, I've been lying out awake most every night, and I've been running out of ways to feel alright. Well, my wallet is empty, and why can't I remember? Answers are all wrong. We're just gonna try that again. We had this problem last time we were playing in.
Last time you couldn't remember it.
We were playing a gig in our hometown of Chester, and I just completely spaced on that line. And I wrote the song. I can remember everyone else's lines except my own. Well, I've been lying out awake most every night, and I'm running out of ways to feel alright. Well, my wallet is empty, and the answers are all wrong. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. Well, my baby left me all alone and blue. What the hell's a worried man to do? She did cause me to weep, and she did cause me to moan. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. They say I could spot trouble from a mile away, but I let that same old trouble live with me today. Nothing is forever, and it'll soon be gone. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. Well, this old guitar has busted a few strings, and I don't have much money for these things. So I'll empty out my pockets till that change is all gone. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. Well, a worried man's got a worried state of mind, but he can't let it take up all his time. So he'll pick up that old guitar and write it in a song. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. They say I could spot trouble from a mile away, but I let that same old trouble live with me today. Nothing is forever, and it'll soon be gone. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long. I'm troubled now, but I won't be troubled long.
Thanks, guys.
I'm just gonna put that one off as it's just early. That's what I'll say. right?
Yeah, man, that works.
At least I kind of had an excuse, although I guess
12, 15.
yeah, never mind. That was so that's two times in a row now.
Well, now that you got it, I feel like it's not gonna happen.
Okay, let's hope so. Hey, what do you want to do, man?
How about I don't know.
Let's do play it right.
You want to do that? You're gonna
Yeah.
break out the.
Nah,
Yeah, do it.
I'm just gonna play this.
Come on. Play. All right.
I guess he's telling me he wants me to play this.
He doesn't take much convincing.
The baritone. You want to talk about this song a little bit?
Yeah, it's hard to because I didn't write it like you did.
You were there. You were around.
I was there. Oh yeah, this is one that Ian wrote. We wrote. I like to say that sometimes. That Ian wrote out in Eaton, Ohio. We played this bar, and it was kind of a lonely bar. There was two people. One was the bartender. And the guy, he was a few drinks in. He had been there since pretty early in the afternoon, and before and after every song, he would go, "Play it right, boys." Raise his beer glass. It was always full. So we tried to play it right, and whether we did or we didn't, we wrote the song about that guy. There's that we again.
And what's it called?
It's called Play It Right.
Let's do it.
My cable's getting messed up.
Alright. We got this. Will this spot tend to be real slow on a winter Tuesday night? Well, I'm sorry about that, kids. I hope you make it home alright. Well, I walk down here around 4 and I walk home when they close, 'cause the music can't quite heal you, but it gets you pretty close. So play it right, boys. Don't you play it wrong, 'cause I'm on my last drink and my woman's gone. My head is spinning and I need this song. So play it right, boys, and I'll move along. I've been staying with my buddy for about a month or 3. Well, we've been out of work since April, and living isn't free. Well, I've known him since the junior high. We've been down and out before. Well, a lot of things have changed since then, but no one's keeping score. So play it right, boys. Don't you play it wrong, 'cause I'm on my last drink and my woman's gone. And my head is spinning and I need this song. So play it right, boys, and I'll move along. I've had lovers come and go. I've got some kids I haven't seen. Well, I was a sorry excuse for a dad, and that's 100% on me. Well, I'm as guilty as they come, and I can really see that now. So play me another song, and I'll make it through somehow. So play it right, boys. Don't you play it wrong, 'cause I'm on my last drink and my woman's gone. My head is spinning and I need this song. So play it right, boys, and I'll move along. So play it right, boys, and I'll move along. So play it right, boys, and I'll move along.
Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna play it on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why is that? It's all good. Just another newer song. Although I think maybe it's not that new anymore. I've been playing it for a couple months now, so I should probably stop saying that. This is a song called Truth. Living on the sidelines, I've been playing by the rules. I've been stopping at the red lights. I kept on going back to school. It's been giving me a hard time, but I've been keeping pretty cool. Can't stop the inhibition. I've been finding out the truth. It's tough to make my mind up. It's hard to see through the haze. Feels like I'm falling forward and losing track of days. And still the trip keeps going. I safely pass on through. I've been opening my eyes wide. I've been discovering the truth. Let the winds blow, let the grass grow higher still. Let the seeds take hold again. As sure as rain falls, as sure as stone walls, sure as it has always been. It's been getting a little warmer. The ice is getting ever thin. And the tourist asked directions that the comment goes all in. You hold your head up high now, prepare before your muse. There's no such thing as fiction. There's only right and wrong and truth. Oh, your ears are filled with cotton and your mouth full of lies. It's not getting any easier, much to your surprise. With the pressure rising, no telling what you'll do. Can't take the constant changing. You'll be forced to tell the truth through the smoke and the white lies. I've been finding out the truth past the shallow and mundane. I've been finding out the truth.
That was pretty spectacular.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Did you guys like that?
Thanks. Cool. Thanks for being here, guys.
This is Ian and Dustin, the Meadows Brothers from Chester, Connecticut. And as I said earlier, we've been trying to get these guys down here for a long time, and it's special. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I'm Rick Coster for the day's live lunch break, and we are streaming at theday.com. So just in case you can't make it, remember we always archive these things at theday.com/live lunch. And that way, Ian and Dustin can go home this afternoon and just watch themselves over and over again.
That's what we do, you know? We can learn our lyrics. We use this tool to learn our lyrics. Oh, so that's what it was. Huh?
I think you're being far too self-critical on that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of precedence in that. But the first thing I want to ask y'all is, when I was younger and music first started to resonate with me, it was the era when there was Don and Phil Everly, and then Brian and Carl and Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys, and the way they sang harmonies. And then I took like biology in high school, and I learned about genetics. And I thought, oh, there's a reason these guys can harmonize so well. So I went to my big brother and I said, you know what, we should probably be able to sing great. And then it sounded like someone stepping on a chicken's throat. So that blew that part of it. But at what point did you guys realize we can really sing well together? I know you picked up the guitar first, Ian, maybe before you were thinking about music, Dustin. But did it occur to you, we probably have this DNA thing going on?
It never really did occur to us. I think we just, we grew up listening to a lot of music and loving music. And so we started just messing around, making noises together, on various things around the house, I guess. But I don't really know. I don't know if there was ever a point that, I think everything, it starts off really bad. I think we sounded like really bad until like last week. And then last week, I think it was just like from doing it so much.
Yeah, we started off playing in like a rock and roll band with some friends in elementary school, and you were in middle school. No,
I don't know.
So we were young,
yeah.
And I was a drummer, and Ian played guitar, and we had another guitar player, and we'd play Jimi Hendrix and Rolling Stones and all that kind of stuff, and so for those harmonies, on some of those songs, we just ended up working stuff out. It was never like, whoa, like we're singing harmonies. It was just
it's like, well, someone's got to sing backup,
And then when we transitioned into this,
we focused on it a lot more.
I think when you referenced, Dustin, that even as kids you were playing Hendrix and the Stones, I think that probably indicates that you grew up in a very musical household where you had a lot of different kinds of music going on.
definitely,
Yeah.
At what point did you sort of gravitate in, I would almost call this folk blues. I hope I wouldn't be wrong about that.
That's what it,
What was it about that kind of music or artists in particular that resonated with the two of you?
Well, I think, between our parents, it's like there was just so much music happening, or so much music being played, from heavy metal to hip-hop. And
everything in between.
Yeah, except the one thing that didn't really happen a lot was a lot of this music. So I think it was like, it's kind of, when you're going through your preteen music phase and you're like, all angsty and everything like that, it's like, well, do I listen to death metal? It's like, well, my dad listens to a lot of metal, so like we couldn't really go that route. So it was like, well, they don't listen to Hank Williams Sr., So we'll start listening to 100-year-old country music, and my parents would be like, what are you listening to?
That was your rebellion.
No, but that being said, we got turned on to Gillian Welch through our mom.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the old music.
Yeah, the old stuff. Okay, fair enough.
And we did hear a lot of like through my mom, like a lot of 70s kind of Laurel Canyon stuff, Jackson Brown and Crosby, Stills and Nash and Neil Young, and all that music we did get from them. But at least in terms of the history, that was all just like, I was probably 14 years old and just got really into early bluegrass and country music and old-time music and blues. And that was just like my thing at the time. And then he kind of rejected it for a long time and finally came around.
As I should, you know, being the little brother and all.
Yeah.
I got to let it time to sink in and give him some crap about it.
We were talking with Ian and Dustin Meadows, the Meadows Brothers, and thank you guys. It was a really nice turnout on a beautiful spring day. Y'all could all be out doing something else, but I think the lure of the Meadows Brothers is pretty significant. So I was watching the first set, and you talked about delving back into a lot of years of hardcore country or folk. Your finger picking plus plectrum style, again, I'm going to come back to it, reminds me of blues artists, and the way you play the harp absolutely is, to me, is more Junior Wells, Brownie McGee than it is any folk. Am I right, or am I imagining
Yeah,
this?
I mean, that's kind of been incorporating the blues influence into kind of the singer-songwriter thing. I mean, we love blues and rock and roll, and so we try and make that come across with an acoustic guitar and harmonica.
And so you incorporate that, and then you've got the narrative element of the stories that you would expect from folk. It's a beautiful blend. I think it's very
Thank you.
It's unique and good for you. Now, you played a couple of new songs. Tell us a little bit about the catalog that you have and how people can get it and what's coming up.
Well, we put out a record last year in June, about a year ago, which was just this one right here. It's called Won't Be Troubled. And Dustin, of course, because he had just woken up, forgot them all at home. So we don't have any with us today, but they're available all over the internet. I can't even keep track
Spotify,
of
you can give us our
Spotify. Dude.
Yeah, but or you can give us your address on Bandcamp. We can mail one to you.
Or you can, iTunes, whatever your preferred music source is. It's there, I think.
But they can listen to it on Spotify.
Huh?
They can listen to it on Spotify.
Okay, whatever, man. let's not get into that right now. Philosophical discussion. But yeah. So and then our website is meadowsbrothers.com. And that's where the source for all things are.
Are you guys in the studio now working on
the studio?
We're kind of in pre-production, I guess you'd say, of another record, and I think we're just going to do it all ourselves, which will be kind of an experience. But I think that's the plan right now.
The technology is such that you can do a really good sound, right?
Yeah, so we're excited about that. We got a lot of new songs that we're looking forward to recording.
The one that you played, they closed the first set with, was called Truth. And I was just blown away by what old guys like me would call the middle eight, or the break in the song, where you took me somewhere completely where I didn't expect to go, almost a minor chord pop type thing. Yeah. That was tremendous.
Oh, cool, man.
Where did that come from?
Well, that was just, I wanted to, it's kind of a straight ahead rock tune, more or less, and I just wanted to do something unexpected. And in that kind of lyrical theme, I was hearing that sort of like that break where it just kind of switches moods almost and then brings you back
very
into
much
the rock thing.
That was very cool.
So thank you.
Now, the best thing about Live Lunch Break is that at a certain point I shut up and I let the musicians play again, and I think that would probably be the best direction to go in now. So I'm glad you guys stuck around, and this is the Meadows Brothers.
Hey, thanks for asking us some questions.
Yeah, man. We don't get a whole lot of questions usually,
Those were all
nice.
good.
Those were good questions.
What are we gonna play?
Let's do letters. How about that?
All right. Gotta tune up real quick.
Yeah, this is another new one. That is actually kind of new. I wrote it. This is one of those songs that got written probably a couple of years ago, and we just never did anything with it, and then kind of revived it recently and started playing it. All right, yeah, I gotta get this on anyways. So thanks again for being here, guys. It's really nice to be here in New London at the Telegraph. And I think next time we're up here, I think we actually got to get our CDs in here. Would that be okay? Instead of going online, we wanna get them here. I just wasn't thinking. So we'll bring some up. And We're very professional, as you can tell. Been 3 weeks in some old valley, small town on the verge of wasting away into nothing. Well, I got a few more things to learn. I'm hoping that you write me, and the Lord knows I sent a few, 'cause it's lonely here in this valley, and I've been missing you. You said you'd send me a long one, but it's been 3 months too long, and I'm just waiting on a letter that will never come. 'Cause I just needed something that would keep me hanging on, and I'm just waiting on a letter that will never come.
Hoping that the postman, well, he walk on down this way. But when he does, it's only for some bills and credit cards and some useless romance magazines of a broken heart. You said you'd send me a long one, but it's been 3 months too long. I'm just waiting on a letter that will never come. I just needed something that would keep me hanging on. I'm just waiting on a letter that will never come. Maybe I'm just being much too forward, but all these letters tend not to write themselves. All I want for you to tell me that everything's going well. Well, I suppose if you don't write me, I can carry on, 'cause I'm used to expecting letters that don't ever come. 'Cause I just needed someone, sometimes I still do. I'm just waiting on a letter that will never come. So we're going to do 2 sad songs in a row. This is the problem, we don't put those set lists together, but we never learn.
I'm just taking my thing off.
Okay. This is a song called Juliana. It's off the CD that we recorded last year. Ready?
Yes, sir.
2, 3. You drive me cross country crazy with your West Coast smiles and your East Coast elegance and your Southern wilds. A sweet and low down vision, a spirit from above to you sway my whole world over to stay in your sweet love, Juliana. With your dark hair hanging low, you don't want to tell. Well, I don't want to know. I want you, Juliana, and you only have to be song, Juliana, to me.
Well, I see you lying there, with a smile all aglow, and your pale skin in the moonlight. My early summer's rose, and the way we were together, and all those things that drive me mad. Oh, but you just didn't want me the way I want you back,
Juliana. With your arms like a willow tree, well, you can take with you. Well, you can leave with me. I love you, Juliana, and you only have to be song, Juliana, to me. You've been pierced to the heart by the steeples,
thrown to the wind like a sinner's prayer.
been the sweetheart of all the American main streets.
Once you sold, and now you're flawed.
Juliana, with your bridal train in tow, you have gone your way, and I'll just have to go. I need you, Juliana, even if you'll only be song, Juliana, to me. Out on the railroad, and I never took that boxcar line, but I stayed up till that southern sun and came on up, and I heard freight number 805. It winds its way down through the mountains, across the river and over the land. Well, that whistle just makes me miss you even more than I can stand. Well, it pains to be so lonesome makes a sad, sad sound. Standing on a Nashville hilltop, and it's that hill out on 15 South. And I'm listening to that train and its lonely song. There's no way that I'm sleeping now. Well, I wish it was heading homeward, so I could jump right on, and I'd ride it 1,000 miles to love you all night long. But it pains to be so lonesome, and I have you around. Well, it's true what they say about feeling good, feeling down. Well, that train makes a sad, sad sound. Well, that train makes a sad, sad sound. Well, that train makes a sad, sad sound. This is gonna be our last one. Thanks again, guys, for coming out. It's really nice to see you all. Yeah, we'll do Faithless Preacher. Thanks again to the folks of the day, at Rick for having us, Pete and Rich at the Telegraph. This is really cool. Hopefully, we get into New London a little more coming up. This is another newer tune, and I kind of wrote this one about believing in the power of good, and the power of love, good things. We're just gonna play it in tune. That's always important.
That's the power of all good things right there.
Sounds all the same, man. Thanks again, folks.
Thank you, guys.
He sits there behind his walls, and no one knocks, and no one calls. Robe's been hanging in the closet for a year. Lost track of time when all went south. A holy man wants to vow nothing's sacred, and nothing's clear. Lost the forest through the trees, and he lost his way. He fails to see the path that led him down here once before. Admits defeat and caves to sin he can't forgive, so he gives in. He forgot that there was something more. I've got no place I'm going to. Let me walk a while with you. Keep me in the light till I come out alright. Help a faithless preacher to believe. Darkness falls, the sun is down, you can just make out the lights of town from a cabin where a broken man lies to himself, lies to the moon, lies in his bed in a single room, curses the dark spots, the cloud is mine. The world's uncertain, the world's impure, it's filled with suffering and hurt, knocks us to the ground far too easy. But look out through the pouring rain, you can find the other side of pain, the side the faithless preacher fails to see. I've got no place I'm going to, let me walk a while with you, keep me in the light till I come out alright, help a faithless preacher to believe. Keep me in the light till I come out alright, help a faithless preacher to believe.
Thank you, guys.
Ian and Dustin, the Meadows Brothers from Chester, Connecticut. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
It's the album right here. Get it? It's called Won't Be Troubled. They can get it at themeadowsbrothers.com. Y'all be at the Daffodil Festival this weekend. What day?
Saturday.
May 1st, Saturday. Yep.
Nope,
Saturday?
that's Sunday,
That's-
April 30th.
So
April 30th.
Don't listen to him ever. April 30th.
April 30th.
you know when they messed up when Ian messed up the lyrics on that first tune, that was the issue, whether he should say April 30th or May 1st.
That's it. That was it.
That was the deal, wasn't
more
it?
or less.
All right, so, thank you guys so much
Thank
for being
you
here. Thank
very
you all
much.
for being here
Thank
at
you,
the
guys.
live lunch break. I'm Rick Coster. We stream from theday.com. Thanks to Pete Wappy for getting it right in the house, and of course for Rich Martin for hosting us. Next week we have the Ben Charles Band, so tune in. Y'all have a good weekend.